Hi, I'm Sandy, and welcome to another day in Life with Sandy. Well, good morning. Today is St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. And it's another early morning. It's like 8:30. Oh, there's my squirrel. Started my day off right. I guess they're making me get used to this time change. I have to keep getting up early for whatever reason. But today is St. Patrick's Day, and we do have some birthdays. Today is... Oh, wrong side. That was yesterday's list. Ken, who's Soupy's husband. Ken, it's your birthday. Wait, we're going to turn the corner here, Ken. I got to fix this because you're kind of like drifting. And we don't want that to happen. Let me pull over to the side. Be safe and all that good stuff. Let me fix you here a little bit better. About the same. But Ken, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ken. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Jill Kennedy's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jill. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And we got to get around this little curve so we don't hit the little parked cars. They might not like that. It's Nina Kirkland's birthday, so Nina, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nina. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. I told you there was a lot. Jim Veglia. Jim, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jim. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And finally, it's Melissa Clark's birthday. So, Melissa, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Melissa. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope all 5 of you have a great birthday. I got my dad's pins on. This was his favorite holiday. I got the pins. Well, he had a ton of pins. My brother Michael and my brother Patrick used to go out and celebrate, but Mike got the hat. So here's a picture of Mike with my dad's hat on. My dad used to wear that all the time. If I can find a picture of my dad, I won't have him in his Irish stuff because my dad was like the elusive butterfly. You know, like we have so many pictures of my dad like this because I think he thought they were going to capture his soul or something. I don't know, because he my mother, all of our home movies that we have, is my dad looking like that. Just didn't want to get his picture taken, so it was really hard coming across the picture. I think the picture I do have is when he was a bingo caller. He loved calling bingo for the church. That was his dream, just calling the bingos. And where are you at? His favorite number, he'd go N44. And so it got to the thing that was his trademark, and so everybody would wait at the bingo hall, and when they could see it, like, you know, it flashes up on the board first, as soon as they saw the number, everybody used to call out N44 along with them. And it was even better if somebody had a bingo on N44. It was just good memories of my dad. My dad's parents came from Ireland. I always thought my dad was born in Ireland, but no, he wasn't. So, but Irish through and through, let me tell you, he really was. And so many people have been telling me that they knew Caricos, and that the Caricos they knew said their name were Portuguese. That's great. I've never heard that one. I've heard French, but that doesn't even sound French to me. But I've never heard Portuguese. So, but anyway, my friend Kathy, I'll show you a video of her. She's the one she's like the elusive butterfly too. She'll let me get her on real quick, and then she'll be gone like the wind. Or as my dad used to say, like a fart in the wind. If somebody didn't stay long enough, he'd always say, they were here as long as a fart stays in the wind. But just to always say, whenever anybody farts even. I think of my dad. I'm like, oh, there's a fart in the wind. My dad must be around. Yeah, my dad's been gone since December 31st. No, December 30th. His grave says December 31st. He's been gone since December 30th, 1983. And when they did the headstone, my mother approved it and everything. She must not have been in the right frame of mind. When we saw it in the ground, it said December 31st. We just left it. Kind of, what's the point? But my mother was 58. Both my mom and dad were 58 when my dad passed. He suffered. He was diagnosed and then died like a year and a half later, but that last couple months were really hard on him. They were really bad. But when he passed, my mother, who's a gambler, I've told you the story about my mother. I'll tell it real quick. My nephew used to take out her gambling all the time because she just loved to play the poker tables. And so he put some poker chips in her coffin with her to take up to heaven with her. And when they were carrying the coffin, they came loose. And as the priest was, like saying the eulogy or something, for some reason they kind of worked their way to the end between the mattress and the thing. And so they kept plopping down, and you kept hearing them plop on the bottom of the coffin. And we were all it was kind of like it lightened the mood. It kind of chuckled. We kind of chuckled a little bit because it was just like, look at her. She's already started. She can't even wait to the end of her funeral before she starts playing the slot machine or playing the poker tables. But anyway, when my father passed, they had planned a trip before that they were going to go to Vegas, and they didn't ever go because my dad was so sick. So my mom still went, and she gambled with abandon. She didn't give a crap about anything, and she bet like a fool, and she won so much money that they comped her a room, like a really nice room, like a suite. They comped her the suite, and she came home. She had enough money, and she paid for, at the time, both Danny and Jimmy were in private schools. She paid for their tuition for the rest for that year because we were making monthly payments. So she paid the last 6 months of that year, and then she paid the entire thing for the following year. Bought a car. It was just, she just went. So she kept saying that Eddie was looking out for her. And that's why she kept winning. So I thought, well, that probably makes sense because my mother was the type that she would go like with $200. She'd start off with $200, and then she'd hit the ATM machine. By the time she left, she probably spent like $800 or $900. But if she won any amount of money, she'd come home and say, "Yeah, I won $100." Forgetting that she's probably spent $900 to win that $100, but it gave her joy. That's all that really mattered. And I think that's where I got my "you can't take it with you" kind of attitude, because my mom always just said, you can't take it with you. You might as well enjoy it while you're here down on earth. So both my mom and my dad gave me a good life. I have no complaints. Although sometimes it sounds like I'm complaining about the instant milk and eating the same things over and over. But they're happy memories. They're good memories. It's just, I just think of my mom and dad, and I think of my dad even more so. So anyway, these are the two pins that my dad used to wear all the time. So I wear them in honor of my dad. But I'm not doing as great this week. As I was thinking this morning, as I'm going out to eat yet again and again, I'm sure Jim's going to want to probably go out to dinner tonight too. So, but I ate out on Wednesday, and then, technically I really ate out yesterday too, because I had the leftovers, and then I'm eating out today. But I think I should have gone this way. Sandy, you chose poorly. Of course, this is the only way I can get in. I don't know if they're going to let me in. I want to try to get in, but we'll see if I can get in. See if I'm going to block up traffic here. All right, I'll talk to you in a minute. There she is, the elusive Kathy.
Hello, good morning.
Say goodbye now.
Okay, goodbye.
Well, I've actually had a pretty lazy day. I've been spending most of the day watching YouTube videos and Netflix and Apple TV and that. So for breakfast, I had a farmer's omelet with my friend Kathy. And for dinner, I just had a couple eggs and some toast. Kind of boring, I know. But anyway, I didn't show it to you. Sorry. But I will tomorrow. So in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.